the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. You better bring it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Set up. 60 or 56. Ricky.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. It's caught by OBJ. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Chargers.
Let's go. 8, read. Check 6. Pull it high.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing his lock on third down. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give running right is Mack. He's got the first down inside the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Defensively, you give up the big chunk play there on the ground. Now they really have to bow up.
They certainly do, but I know how offensive linemen think. They don't care that the defense is going to bow up. They want to dominate them. They want to get into the end zone first and have the running back follow them. That's how they want to cap off this drive.
Lock's going to sneak it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll let O'Reilly have a crack at it. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
52, 180. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. No. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw, Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Geis with a carry on second down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
36, 30. Alert, 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 alert!
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
52, Mike 52. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, Echo. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
First down, Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Regular, regular, regular. Man up, D. Man up, D. Check 26. Check 26.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, let's go. Check, 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 check. Under 10, under 10, 10. Real. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike, 54.
Mayfield to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. 22 jet bomber. Ready?
Now Locke on the bootleg. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, alert 33.
Right there.
Now Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On the ground, it's Geis. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Good. 180.
Minus 54.
What we got? Wide. Get wide.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go. Check.
Breakstone, travel. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Hatchet.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
On the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Cut. Pilot, 64, weak. Real. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Coming this way. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Ballage. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 42.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Pistol. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
In your face.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he is all the way up past the 25.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Single. Protein spill. Check. Fresno. Five.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
X3. 218. Chop. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's got Fuller. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
I'm coming.
Lock now on 1st down. On the comebacker, complete. That's Fuller. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
90, check 56. It's been a long day for you.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe 1 completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check, Mike.
Mayfield down. fights loose, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 48-yard line.
Set, 180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Pistol, pistol, pistol. Watch.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that one far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. Maybe.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
61, matchbox white. Ready.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm on. Watch out. Recon, 132 fighter. Quick edge. Go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Run. Check 43. General West. Go.
From midfield, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, alert 33.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Set, 180.
54 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Go. Go.
Check. Crunch. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Good. 180.
Check. 52's the mic.
Mayfield on first down. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Rip left. Rip left.
Throwing, Mayfield. This one into the hands of the running back, Melange. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chargers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Bring it. Bring it.
Here's Mack. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready, ready.
Mike's 56.
We ain't giving him nothing to do. Chopper. Hey, box drop.
56. Mike, 56. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Get it.
Throwing now is Locke.
That's 56.
That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Geis. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
54 Mike. We own it. We own it.
Now it's Brown.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the slant. 6. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Charlie.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's second under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Mayfield. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll field this at the 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Big rip.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Kill. Hey, switch gears.
You draw Corker. Snap.
Lock now on first down. And Braith, the tight end's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be... Pistol. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You ain't going
to throw, Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Back. Big King. Point it right.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield looking left side. That's complete to Oliver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
80 weapons. 54. Hey, Haywood. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long for Mayfield. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Alert, 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 alert.
Watch out. Check, Mike.
Hurry, hurry.
54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Run.
Double dog. That's the way.
Hey, alert 33.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's Locke to throw. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
At the Chargers 29-yard line.
180!
54. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. He's checking, he's checking.
Hey, 133.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Up, 20!
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, team. Big series.
Pistol.
Step it up. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Come to my world.
Go!
Come to my world. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Pick it up, team. Kill.
Hey, alert! Point it right.
Back to throw. That's complete to Darbo. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for our visitors, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.